It was Martin Luther King who said, "I had a dream," and Jamie Anderson will have a dream over the next few days to win Jasper Koosman for this UK Championship title as we join it here in the Facebook arena with Jasper Koosman taking frame 2 of this final of the UK Championship 2018-19 season for Online Snooker Club. 1-1 now the score as we settle in to see if Anderson can stay with Koosman, the strong favourite for this match. Start by Anderson winning that first frame with a good 60-odd break. Koosman responded with over 100 points in that second frame. So Anderson knows what he's up against. And Koosman will also be looking to show or put his superiority back in place in OSC, having lost to Mohamed Fawzi in the International Championship, denying him the title that he craved in order to reach number 1 in the Money League. This is the second of the 4 tournaments that he entered. Sorry, he entered 2 events of the possible 4, and he wasn't able to clinch the first of those, the International Championship, and went out in losers bracket round 4, though which was for which event Anderson was the victor last night against Mike Mora. So Anderson will have a certain amount of confidence and will relish this match to test his snooker ability against the Belgian. So third frame, Koosman on the table, looking for options after this blue into the top centre. Decides to play it forward after the blue and attempt this red just above the pink, just below the pink spot, and pots it. Good shot. Now has the pink to bring it back into play to continue the break if he feels it's a good detour back down to the reds. As a red into the top left here, Doesn't have a great angle to stay on for the black though. Might have to try and force something here. A hard stun to maybe push the black. No, he's missed the red. So lost position there from that pink. Didn't have great flexibility on the next red that he missed. Anderson now on the table. How can he respond? Has a good table. Black. Not the choice he chooses here. Going for the pink. Screws back. And is that the white finishes just touching the red to the left-hand side pocket? And he's looking around Anderson. Surprised he's not going for the red into the bottom left here to get rid of it, to allow the black to go onto it, into its spot, go into the pocket. Decides to take the red further to the top of the table, but hasn't got great position and has missed on the green. So either wrong shot choice there or incompetent execution of the shot. Casper back on the table, 13 points to 8. 8 frames agreed to be played tonight, and it's a interesting miss there by Kuzman. And a bit baffled as he talks to himself there, Kuzman. And that's not a great shot by Anderson. Might be able to put this pink with a very thin cut into the bottom right. Pink goes in, but where's that white going? And just manages to hold off fouling. Now, has he got anything on here? Might have to play a plant. The red near the bottom left-hand pocket, corner pocket, might be useful in sending a red in. But no, he's trying a plant here, it looks like. And he doesn't get the spoils. Possible options here now for Kuzman. Nice roll of the red into the bottom left. Is he on the black? Possibly not. He's decided on the pink. Red balls nicely spread. Pink and black available, so a good chance for Kuzman here. Looking at the black, but pink the obvious easier shot. And screw back here before the black. Now he decides to follow through. Hits the black towards the left-hand pocket. And the red he's looking at now, I think, will just about go in. Red goes in, black into the bottom left here now. We'll just stun it and bring the red out. That's not a great shot, to be fair. I'm going to have to go for this red along the left-hand pocket, but it's slightly more awkward to get position on the black or pink. Could possibly hit the black. No problem for him. Black into the bottom left. Needs to get position on this red here because they are slightly awkward. All aiming at the bottom left-hand corner, and he's got good position. 31 break already. Black into the bottom left. 38 break now. $37 points the difference. 59 on the table. Black goes into the top right. Has he got position on a red? Yes, I think 2 are available to him. 1 down here in the bottom left-hand corner. I think we'll just go through. If not, he has a red into the top center or top right-hand corner pocket. Looks as though this one here will go into the bottom left. Black goes in again, has this red into the bottom left again, just working on the bottom left hand and top left hand pockets. Conjuring up a nice break here, 55 already. The highest break is 94 for this tournament by Mohammed Fawzi. So that's the target to beat to get the high break prize. Red goes into the bottom left, has the pink or black and 1 more red before he moves on to the colours. Possible 97 break. If he goes for the pink here, 96. Goes for the blue, it'll be 95, so he'll beat it by 1 point. But yellow and green are in difficult positions. And it's unlikely he will pot this yellow, but he's going to have to try and do something exuberant here. Excuse me. Doesn't pot the pink, so with the 75 break, Jasper Koosman takes frame 3 and now leads 2-1. Jamie Anderson breaks off in frame 3, and the last 2 frames will tell Anderson that he has a lot to do, especially in that last frame. He did have at least 1 good chance with the table at his feet, or control of the table, wasn't able to take advantage of it with a poor positional shot on the green, which he missed, and letting his Belgium opponent, who then took the frame. So Anderson will be aware that he needs to restrict the amount of unforced errors and not allow Koosman to have too many chances. All up into the reds in this safety exchange. Koosman sends the white back down towards the green. Nothing really on here for Anderson. There is a red open, but very risky. White is tight on the cushion, and there's no real positional shot after that, and he misses. And another chance for Koosman here. He's looking at the less obvious red. Maybe just looking around the table to see where his options are as he takes the obvious red available to him. Pink now into the top right-hand corner. Doesn't need to really work on position here. The natural angle will take him to this red here down on the bottom left-hand corner pocket. He can stun here and hold for the pink or come back for the black. He decides the black is the one he wants to take. That's gone a little far, so he might choose the green if he feels this black is not the option, but he doesn't. And he pushes a red over the bottom left-hand corner pocket to create an option for him. Looking at the red to the right of the black. Would like to make that black more accessible as quickly as possible, but it is slightly risky in terms of what colour he has next. So I might have to come down for one of the colours in this right-hand side of the pocket. No, that's a tremendous shot. Tremendous shot. Sent the white across the table for the angle for the black into the bottom left. Brilliant shot. Has a red into the top centre here. Black still unavailable into the top left. If it's straight enough, you might screw back. No, he's tried to push it out. And has he got position on the black? I don't think he has. And he might have snookered himself on all other colours. So, in a bit of a pickle here, Koosman. And he gestures that he wasn't happy with that. And now he's got to try and make it safe here. The aim will be he's going for the brown. The ultimate aim for Koosman there was to make sure the white was close to the cushion, with quite a bit of distance between the other reds, as nothing was over the pocket, so Anderson would still have work to do, and he's run straight into that red and give another chance to Koosman. So Anderson sticking to his policy of aggressive snooker and keeping to his own game, which he has been quoted as saying has done him well, and feels that should be enough for the time being. Koosman pointing the red, but the black is a bit awkward. It's pointing away from the pocket, so it's possible we could miss this, and he has, and he just missed the edge of the bottom centre, and the white lands nicely on the right-hand cushion, as you see it. Good shot by Anderson. Has he got enough length though on the white? A few more inches, and that would have been satisfactory. And Koosman stating there that he was glad that the black didn't go in. As it's to his advantage now. 33 points to 4 for Kuzman. Red's nicely spread now. He'll be looking to get in position here. Pink into the top right, or he could play into the centre and move around the table, but it looks as though it would be the top right. Or there's a chance he might be intercepted by the green on its way back down. Pink into the top right, 40 points to 4. Red, well, he's changed his mind. He's now looking at the red near the top left-hand cushion. He's got the pink into the centre pocket, bottom centre. Can screw back for the red southeast of the black. No, he's decided to follow through, go for the red southeast but one of the pink. Holds for the pink. 23 break now. 44-point difference. Table's in a nice position though. And this might be a replication of frame 3, where Anderson made an unforced error and Kuzman punished him for it. White covers the black spot, so the black goes onto the blue. Shouldn't be much of a problem though, has the pink to play with. Good shot on the red, pink into the bottom right. And this is very easy for Kuzman, although his skill set is as such that he can produce this type of play. Anderson should be aware by now that the unforced errors in the past against other players may have not afforded him a weight like this, and he would have expected to be back on the table waiting for another chance, but that's unlikely to happen with such regularity. Heading to the bottom to get the frame is 1. So good performance here by Kuzman, strong and stable campaign so far. 3-1 now, and Anderson will be not wanting the gap to get too big, and as I keep saying, has a big task on his hands if he wants to win his second title in a few days. Unlikely to finish tonight. The break is now 76. Possibility to beat the high break of 94 here. And it must be inevitable that the high break of 94 will be beaten at some point in this final. Both players capable of doing it, but Kuzman already on his second attempt. Oh, and he's just missed the brown. 79 break, another plus 100 points on the table as he takes frame 4, and it's now 4-3. Sorry, 3-1. Frame 5, no break taken by any player. Good break off by Kuzman. Tight behind the yellow on the cushion. Anderson choosing to play safe within the red area. Kuzman just hitting the white slightly to the side, and Anderson unfortunately trying to get the white back into the bulk area has fouled. And my sources show that 70 breaks, 4 breaks over 50 already. So some good quality snooker, predominantly by Kuzman. And Anderson knows what he's got to do. And Jamie laughing after that last shot as it's behind the brown, so he's not said it's a hand up. He aimed to get the white round near the bulk area, but it's a good technique, or if he can do more of those types of shot, even though he may have not. Okay, so apparently he wasn't laughing at that, so he meant that. So that's a good shot to have in his armory, because it's given him now a good chance on the table, and that's the kind of shot that he has to make. Good shot on the red, nicely on the black. That black just wiped its feet and tried to force something of going into the pack, but it doesn't look like it's worked out. Maybe the option there was to screw back rather than to follow through. He's going to have to play safe here, but he's got to make sure doesn't leave anything on here for Kuzman. Is he trying to plant here? What a shot. Unfortunate not to have any fruits from that harvest of shot that he made there. But great attempt. but still in a little bit of bother at the moment. Going for the yellow. Oh, that's a lovely shot. That's a nice shot there to nothing really on here for Koosman. Possible red into the bottom left, but will be difficult. Koosman looking at the red southeast of the black spot. Oh, what a shot! And gets the pot, but he's surrounded himself with reds and snookered on the colours. So unlucky there by Koosman. But both players showing some quality shots in this frame, and in general, both players capable of playing some quality snooker, but the creativity they've used when in an alleyway to get out has been unfortunately not to their benefit so far. But so Koosman now going for the yellow and completely missed it, nowhere near, and Anderson has the table. £13 to 5. And that's not a great shot by Anderson. Has the black into the top right. And where's the white going? It's out of position already. Red into the bottom middle here. This is a tough shot. He's missed it. And there's a centre red for Koosman now. Koosman has the blue. Red's going to the bottom centre pocket. Can either choose to play a long red into the bottom left next shot or come back for the pink. Blue is the chosen colour. Plenty of options here for Koosman, who has control now. Is that blue going in? No, he's left it over the pocket. So Anderson back on the table. Incredibly bad mistake there by Koosman. And where's that white going? It's hit the blue. Oh, and it's stayed out of fouling and going in. And Anderson just pops the blue into the pocket nonchalantly. Very lucky there. As Anderson continues. 28 to 12 points. Trying to get a blue into the top right and gets it. Seem like Anderson has been affected at all by any final pressure or Koosman pressure in the last 3 frames. Continuing to play his game. Nice black. Oh, and I'm not sure if he's got anything straightforward on here. The cut of the two reds either side of the white. I don't think he has much purchase on to do that. He's looking at this one into the top left-hand pocket. He's got to be careful he doesn't put the white into the pocket. And he's got the purchase. Now, where's the white going to land? Well, he's got the blue, pink into the thin cut of the pink into the top middle. This is a difficult shot. And he's missed it. Where's the pink going? It's not going into the pocket. So 42 points to 12 now for Anderson. And while there were some nice little shots there, the headline is, so far, Koosman has the table. And a great chance to bring the deficit back and take advantage of this fifth frame. Red into the top middle, has the blue. Doesn't like the look of the angle, or feels the pink would be more productive for him. Screws back. Has he got the right pace? And that is virtually perfect. Beautiful stuff by Koosman. Red into the bottom left. Just examining his next move. Pink. Will the pink go into the top middle? Perhaps it does, but he has the black anyway. And he can screw back for the red into the same pocket here. Well, he actually pushes the red that was next to the pink further on, so they can dance together into the top middle. Slight nick onto the blue. Now this red on the bottom right cushion is going to be a bit tricky. He's still behind him points, Koosman. And he's come off two cushions, left and right, and he's landed pretty nicely, to be fair. That's a lovely shot. Nice shot into the bottom left-hand pocket. Has the blue now. He's looking at the pink now. He's looking for position on this yellow. Oh, he's missed it. Where's that pink going? Oh, it's gone in on a fluke. Where's the white going? And he's on the yellow. So extremely fortunate there for Koosman. And there's a nice angle on to get onto the green here, but this yellow is not that easy. It's not straightforward. It's going to a blind pocket. He pots it and he's on the green. Just a straightforward follow through for the brown. 49 points to 42 now in favour of Koosman. And it's just a matter of brown, blue and pink. To seal the frame. Blue goes into the bottom left. Anderson needs snookers. And Anderson concedes as Koosman, granted he had a very fortunate pink just before the yellow, but has showed his skill set in terms of being able to finish off and kill off a frame. Great frame there by both players, but Kuzman was the victor and now leads 4-1. I'm just going to quickly refresh this page as it's slightly blurring. Frame 5 of the UK Championship 2018-19 season online snooker club. Good break off by Anderson that's caused Kuzman to make a fluke. I'm just going to quickly check something here. Won't be a moment. So 8 points to 6 for Kuzman. Kuzman on the table. Kuzman fouls on the red, trying to go back round the table. Nothing that negative for him. It's basically another way of getting the ball into the bulk area. Anderson will have to. Anderson put Kuzman back in, which was interesting. And now he might regret that. But worth a try by Anderson, just seeing where his options are. But it's highly unlikely Kuzman would make a mistake on that safety shot, and he's more than likely be able to get it in a worse position for Anderson than not. But still early days, but Anderson will be looking to get a frame or two in the next half of this match. I think that shot by Kuzman was predominantly a safety shot. just not the angle to pot it. And Anderson on the table now pots the red as the blue into the bottom left, I think. If not, he's got the brown, which he's going for. Nice shot. Lots of stun. Come off the right cushion and down towards the reds. Although he's not really got anything on here. Only the red into the top left-hand corner. He can play a shot to nothing here and send the white back down towards the bulk area. And he pots it. Nice kiss on the yellow to hold the white up and opens a few more reds too. That's the black if he wants it, but may decide to take on the easier brown or blue. Oh, and he's followed through there. He's just hit the green, so misjudged that, and he's lost position. And he's in a bit of a pickle here as well. He's going to have to do a thin cut here to get this white back down to the bulk area. But he's decided just to hit the red on and just stay safe. Now, has he left it safe though? That red that he hit, I think he has, yes. So Guzman not able to cut that red in. He might use it to get back down the table. This has to be a thin cut though. He's decided just to screw back unless he stays and just puts that red towards the black spot. And no, he has screwed back. And where's that red going? He's not. That's not turned out very well for Guzman. Anderson now has the table, has the blue, and he's screwed back there. Maybe the blue would have been a useful shot to make and to give him more options. But he's decided to go straight down for the pink or black. Pink is potted. How's he got position here? He's got a red into the centre, I think. But pink is not potable. I don't think it's even potable into the top left. And it doesn't look like he can reach the red to the centre either. He's going to have to cut this red closest to the left-hand cushion, and that's a good shot. Now he can go for the blue if he's got the angle. He has got an angle for the blue. It's going to have to be... It looks as though he's playing the snooker here. Now that's interesting. That's the first sign, I think, of Anderson playing tactically. But that's a good snooker. And that can only do him well. It can only give him better chance going forward. As Guzman just tries to go off a number of cushions. Quite a hard snooker to get out of. So 7 points to Anderson. No pot though. Anderson will have to send that white possibly down towards that blue again. And he just misses it. A nice kiss on that blue would have been perfect to hide the two exposed reds near the top left-hand cushion behind the brown or beyond the brown. But Guzman has a chance here, but he's tight on the cushion. Well, not tight, but limited in terms of control of the cue ball. No, he can push it forward if he can just get back to where the red is now that he's going for with the white, and he should have the pink on. He's played it softly, and he's missed the red. He still would have had the pink on if he'd potted it. It would have been slightly more difficult, but he's missed the red, so that's a different story. One that's long forgotten now. Anderson pots the red into the top left-hand cushion over the pocket. Now he has a good chance here to move into this pack. Will he take that on? Deep stun here. He's got the red into the top centre. Now, what was he playing for there? Brown? Blue? Poor shot by Anderson. Nothing on for him at all. He has got a good lead though. That's his only saving grace, and he might decide to play a snooker here. But there's a red in the top left-hand cushion, so Anderson really should be still on the table now and potting some more balls. I think he was going for he could have gone for the green, but he may have been going for the green, but just didn't get enough follow through. Slight advantage to Anderson in this frame, has a good lead. 30 odd points. Guzman misses again. Nothing on though. Anderson will have to continue to play these good containing shots, safety shots, not to give Guzman any easy chances. Now, he's got a good white there. There's a red over the pocket. Anderson can play it as a shot to nothing, of course, and pots it. And has the blue. He's got to try and get into those reds, though, in some way. He's definitely got the cue ball power and control, but he's just misjudged that. And now he's virtually in a snooker here. Just wasn't able to get that white round the table. Well, was able to hit the reds and not foul, but red on here for Guzman into the bottom left, and he should be on the pink. Well, slightly too hard to stay on for the pink, and only has the blue or the brown double. Misses the blue. And again, well, I was going to say Anderson didn't get position, but he has got position on the brown, and possibly that is what his intention was. But his misposition here is going to have to go for a tricky plant here if he wants to continue the break. Not ideal, but let's give him the benefit of the doubt. They're not in a great position. They are pretty clustered together, but one would expect him to be making more points off these chances that he's getting in this frame. And it's only his good safety play that has stopped Guzman from taking over, but that wasn't a great safety shot by Anderson. And that pressure of knowing that any mistake you make, Guzman can easily destroy you, does weigh on a player's mind, and that's the OSC player's dilemma in their search to be champion. How to stop Guzman, how to control Guzman, how to deal with Guzman. whether Anderson is one to go that deep into it and analyse it in that sense. That's something only Anderson can share with us. Has he got the angle for this red? He's looking at it closely, so perhaps there may be a chance. Yes, there is. Has the green or the pink, but the green would be better in terms of opening the two reds up, the remaining two reds. Oh, that's lovely. Green goes in, reds are open now. So if Koosman can win this frame from this position, Anderson will be extremely demotivated. But he has to stay strong and just move on to the next frame. From my point of view, Anderson just needs to be a bit more careful with his safety shots. Of course, unless Anderson is confident and he's potting and can take advantage of chances he gets, then fine, and play his normal game. But if he's not doing that, then he does need to use his safety play a little bit more and contain Koosman. Both reds down now, just the colours left. $19 points the difference. 12 points the difference now, so all to play for in this end game, but the advantage is with Koosman, who has the table. Pink into the top left-hand corner pocket. Great position on the green, but will it go past the blue? Has that been an oversight from Koosman? If it has, he's going to have to play a snooker here. And Anderson will get a chance of a visit. And yes, it's not able to go, and that's not a great shot. A chance here for Anderson. And the brown will go into the bottom right. Green, brown, and blue are relatively easy shots, and if Anderson can get down to the pink, this could be Anderson's frame. Oh, he was a bit, he didn't have the angle on the brown to come onto the blue, and he had to force it round, so he's got a very thin cut here. Is he going to take it on? He is, and he's potted it. Where's the white going? And it's just on, and he has the pink. Koosman needs snookers. Koosman says good game. He knows Anderson will probably take the pink, so Anderson takes the frame. His first frame in 4 frames of play. So the score now 4-2, and they're straight into the next one. Frame 7, sorry. Good shot by Koosman. Not a good start for Anderson. Looks like he fouled. Where's this white going? No, he didn't get... Well, he did get what he's looking for. And you've got to make your own luck. And Koosman asked the question and got his answer. If you don't ask the question, you're not going to get an answer. And he asked the question. And he was on the red that he needed. Now has the black. Will he screw back into the pack here? No, he's decided to concentrate on the loose red. Well, that's not a good shot because I'm not sure that red will go. End of break, I think, here. It's a tight squeeze if it goes. It does go. Good judgment by Koosman. Nothing on here has to go into the park if he wants to continue this break. And gets the purchase and goes into the reds, but nothing has come of it. Wasn't able to get in it enough. And plays a nice little snooker on the pink there. So all Anderson can do is either just go off the bottom left cushion and back into the pack. He's trying to play a screw back. Very unorthodox shot from that position, I would say, and it's not worked out, and it's just allowed Koosman to carry on with his break. And are we seeing signs of resignation here from Anderson? He's trying desperately to just play his normal game. And with his unorthodox style. But it's not working out for him. He's not getting the look or what would seem like luck. Certain decisions he's making are not turning out to be beneficial to him. And Koosman's able to take advantage, but we'd like to have continued from the last frame, although he just about got it based on a miss by Koosman. $42 points to 0 for Koosman. Plenty of reds on the table. We'll have to go for the red he's just touched. No, he's got the red below the blue. Now he's changed his mind. He is going for the red above the blue here. And now he's changed his mind again. This is about his next shot. That's what he's thinking about here. Might have to go for the yellow or green. Oh, he's got the blue, of course. You can screw back here slightly for the red and above the blue here, or he's got options possibly for the corner, bottom corner pocket. But now he's got a good position here to have an angle on this blue to go into this pack. And he's 56 points in front already, and if he can get a nice opening here, that should be the end of the frame. And he's got a red into the centre. $61 points in front now. $75 on the table. Just one more red, and Anderson needs snookers. Has the pink. I think that's just about it. So Kuzman quite quickly has returned to winning ways. And now leads 5-2. One more frame in this session. And Anderson or Kuzman needs to indicate here if they're going to carry on or not. One frame advance warning. Otherwise, then the next frame should be the final frame of this session. But does Anderson want to continue, or maybe he wants to speak to his team and regroup for tomorrow night or something like that? Kuzman has been quite strong tonight. .65 break. No, has he got a red into the top right? I don't think he has. He's just seeing, just going to try a wild shot here. A plant of some kind, maybe, to keep this break going. Mohamed Fawzi will be quite happy that there's nothing on here, but he's gone for the red. What a shot. What a brilliant shot that was. And he's perfectly on the black. I was just in the process of saying that Mohamed Fawzi will be quite happy that nothing was on and his 94 high break in this tournament will continue. 78. 35 on the table, so a century break on here, which will give him that high break. He already has the high break for the International Championship, giving him an extra £11,000, £11,400 for a 114. Some extra funds added on top of his losers bracket round 4 status. 85 now. Nine points needed. Oh, he's over screwed that. 87. Needs to be concentrated on this green here. Gets the green, and he has position. This brown to equal the break. Blue to take the highest break and to make a century. Perfect on the blue, so unless anything wild happens here, Jasper Kuzman looks as though he's going to take the high break and make the first century of this match. And he has done. Brilliant play by Kuzman, showing his quality. Well, it's actually in 99, my apologies. This pink for a century, but he has the highest break. And he doesn't get the century, but gets the highest break and takes the frame. It's now 5-2. And Anderson indicates he's okay for another hour to continue, which is surprising. I would think Anderson may want to maybe speak to his team or maybe be refreshed and try again for another session at a different date. But he's offered Kuzman the chance to win this title in one. Anderson will still feel pretty confident if he wants to do that, or that could be a sign of resignation. But Anderson is on the attack now. And Kuzman indicating that the plant, probably the shot of the tournament, we knew it was technically possible, but it was unlikely, and the positional part of this shot was random. But he did execute his goal, his motive. So you have to give him credit, and nothing can be taken away from that great shot. And Anderson has broken down in this break. Still has possible double. Unlucky. Kuzman tries to put the white on the left-hand cushion. Doesn't gives Anderson a chance, but Anderson doesn't take it. So the question is Anderson's persona now one of resignation and just playing for the fun of it and just not absorbing the pressure, just trying to release the pressure away from his task of trying to break down Kuzman? Or is it still one of fighting spirit and one that will still, one with confidence and one that he has some kind of control over? Now it looks as though they're going to continue on after a 10-minute break. Don't forget, this match is first to 10. And the options here are, if Anderson wins this frame, it'll be 5-3, which technically is not that bad, to be fair. But if Kuzman wins, it'll be 6-2. So, important frame for Anderson if he can force this frame through. in some way. In a way, it's a bit of a conundrum. He's got to kind of, in a way, think about how he can beat Koosman. Obviously, he has to be playing well. He has to be potting and playing the balls well to take advantage. But there is an element of tactics that he will have to use and kind of try and in some way control Koosman to some degree. It's okay having a good play and be potting nicely and making breaks, but unless you're on the table and doing that, it's not going to be really that useful. And Koosman needs to be kept off the table. But Anderson is putting up a good fight, especially in this frame now. And this frame, 5-3, will be the difference, which is not too bad. It's respectable. 53-point difference now for Anderson. Missed the pot on the top centre. Koosman has a red into the bottom left. Can follow through on the pink for a red into the centre and then follow through again for the black. And is this going to be history repeating itself with Koosman on a few occasions in this match has come back from being behind on points to take the frame? Has the table. Anderson can only watch and wait. Black into the top right hand corner pocket. Red into the top centre. Might hold for the black here. Or go down for the pink. Probably the pink will be the option, or play the black into the top bottom right hand corner pocket. More than likely, I think the black possibly will. It depends whether the black will go on the pink spot or the blue spot. Goes on the blue spot. 22 points of difference, 43 on the table. The white's a bit too close to the cushion there, but Koosman has a decent angle to move forward towards that bottom middle pocket in order to take on the red on the bottom right hand cushion. And Anderson was hoping that the replacement of the black onto the blue spot would have gone onto the pink. But back on the table, though he's in a snooker, Koosman obviously would have known that if he'd missed the red, it probably would have wobbled along the cushion, but whether he meant it to be an automatic snooker, I'm not too sure. Half chance here for Koosman now. No. So, chance for Anderson. 15 points the difference, and he's overcut it. Oh dear, was that pressure? It was a tough shot, but you would have expected him to pot that. That has to have been pressure. And that will be so disappointing to Anderson. And if Koosman can finish this off now, that will be a big blow to Anderson's morale and confidence. To a certain degree. Obviously, different players will react in different ways, so I'll probably say Anderson's slightly more stronger mentally in that sense and has skills to use to attack his opponent if he's in trouble. But he has got a big task on now as Koosman comes within 4 points of Anderson's score. So frame not over yet. The blue is on the black spot. So slightly unorthodox positioning for Koosman, but look at that beautiful position on the blue. And very unlikely Koosman's going to make a faux pas now as we move into the mid-session interval. Anderson, again, another frame where he has had a good points lead, but has just not been able to kill it off or protect that lead. And Koosman has given Koosman a chance through an unforced error, and Koosman's finished it off. And he has, so 6-2 for Koosman in this UK Championship final as they take a 10-minute break. And Anderson would be wise to have a coffee, pump himself up a bit, and just forget about snooker for a couple of minutes and try and come back refreshed and on the attack for the next session. So short break for a moment. We'll keep the broadcast going, and I'm just going to get a break myself. But the score at the moment, 6-2 to Koosman. We'll be back shortly. So we're already on the 7th frame as I join it back with commentary. The game's been going on for a few minutes. I may have started a bit early, or maybe I'm late, but already Kuzman has an 89 break. And can he increase on his high break? And it looks as though they're going to play 4 more frames. Is Kuzman looking to win all 4 to take the title? Better psychology there from Anderson, offering 4 frames, knowing that they're the 4 frames he needs to win the title. And he's doing well, he's doing perfectly in this frame. He's equaled the high break. So this time it could be a century. There it is. Century for Jasper Kuzman, 102. Brown goes in, 113. Can he beat the high break he got for the International Championship? Oh, unlucky. Doesn't do that. 113 break for Anderson, for Jasper Kuzman. And so takes that frame and now leads 7-2. And Anderson with fighting words saying the comeback is on. Will be looking his best possible result from now on could be 7-5, and that would be respectable if you can get it to 7-5 for tomorrow. That is a good goal, a good motive, but he's going to have to do something different. Some will say he's going to have to be a lot more cautious, play a lot more safety, play a lot more match play. I obviously didn't see how Kuzman got to the stage where he made 113 break and what Jamie's contribution to that was. But Anderson seems still motivated, and it is a challenge. The winner of this, of course, this match, will be number 1 for this season in terms of earnings. And Kuzman indicating that he had a little bit of fortune again in that frame and has had that line throughout tonight's session. And as they interact with each other, both have respect for each other. Kuzman being a bit humble, showing humility, not wanting to be boastful. Anderson being complimentary to Kuzman and saying that Kuzman is on his best game, but with the caveat that there were occasions that Anderson let him in, which is true. If Anderson had had the acumen to complete certain visits or make certain choices, then the frame score might not be 5 frame difference as it is now. Good shot on the black there for Anderson. And Koosman almost encouraging Anderson and wanting the challenge of the match. And some would say there's still mind games in between this tete-a-tete they're having. Of course, it may be just innocent respect for each other's game and the game of snooker in general. But that's a nice visit by Anderson. Put 16 points on the table for his tally and hasn't left anything easy on for Koosman, although Koosman can play a safety shot round the table here, back into the bulk area. A kiss on the red, and it's touched the brown, so not ideal, but not necessarily a shot that Anderson would like to be presented with. It's a pressure shot, but he's got it, and that's what he has to do. Shots that are presented to him, he's either got to execute them, or he's got to play safe and wait for another day or another time, another visit. Good shot on the black there, and now has a nice position on the red. And if he can get a good stun stroke screw back here for the black or the pink, he's decided to go for the red into the center, just above the pink spot. Nice shot. Has the pink into the middle now. 25 points in front. Going for the green here. Pink won't go into the bottom right hand corner pocket. Wants a bit of luck here, and he's got it. Good position. Slightly awkward on the black. He might have to just follow through slightly. Doesn't want to hit it too hard or too soft. He's got to get it right. Oh, he screwed it back. Nice shot. You can screw back off this bottom cushion, back into towards the pink spot, but it's a little hard, that. But it has the red on the top left-hand cushion, so still in good position here, Anderson. Great opportunity to cause some problems for Koosman. He screwed back there. Slight maybe shot to nothing, or more options in this bulk area. Could have gone down for the black. That's a nice shot on the green. Has the red into the bottom middle here, and he can move down for the black. Got to get the right pace though. Doesn't want to overhit it. Oh, and he's slightly to the left of the black. It should be okay. Has the reds to the right of the black to cushion his journey. And it looks as though he's got one. Has he got one into the center? Oh, he's got this one into the top right-hand corner pocket here. Good shot. And this is good play by Anderson. 40 breaks so far. 5 reds on the table. $67 on the table, 63 in front. Just this red needed to leave Koosman needing a snooker, or two snookers actually. This pink will seal it. So, good response to this second, after the mid-session interval, after the frame, after the 1-1-3 by Koosman. Anderson has sealed the frame. Now, will he go for a high break here? 55. There's 51 on the table. So that's 106 break possible. So he won't get the high break, I don't think. But a century break would do the confidence very well. Touch on the pink there. Can go for the pink now and screw back. Well, he's got to be careful here. As the red into the top left, I can just bounce off the left cushion for the black or the pink. Has to slightly awkward. He's best. Probably the black is the best option here. Screw back off this bottom cushion for the red into the top middle, but he's gone a different way, which is just as useful. Red into the bottom left here, and can screw off this right hand cushion or screw down for the black or the pink. 78 break. Century is definitely on here. The blue is the only awkward ball. Has to get position on this yellow, of course, from this black. So this is an important shot. Oh, he's on the wrong side of the yellow there, unfortunately. He's going to have to try for an exuberant yellow into the left-hand corner pocket if he wants to continue this break. Oh, unlucky, but he'll be very happy. He's won the frame. A good 85 break there by Anderson takes frame 10 of this 19 frame match. And it's now 7-3. We have 2 more frames to play this evening. Jasper Koosman breaks off. Good break again behind the yellow, which is now seems to be his regular break-off shot. Anderson sends a red to the bulk area, making it slightly more difficult to play safe, but there is a red on here for Koosman, and this is a slight pressure shot. It is a chance for Koosman, but it's not straightforward. And there you see he's not taking it on. He's going to use that red to play safe and put the white as close to the right-hand cushion as possible. It's fair to say if Anderson can get the next 2 frames, although that's not a great shot, he's given this chance now to Koosman. If Anderson could win the next 2 frames, the remaining 2 frames, 7-5 would be very respectable, and he would be back in the game, I would think. Red into the top centre by Koosman. Black rolled in to the bottom left, has the red into the top centre or bottom centre, depending which one suits the Belgian. Might just come off the right cushion here and back past the black spot for the red into the bottom middle. Now, will he screw back for the black or move up for the blue? We'll be looking for an angle to go into these reds. There's only one more red available. That's the one at the bottom of the cushion. But sorry, to the left of that pack, into the bottom left. It's 2 straight on the blue. Don't know if he has an angle to get round to the top left-hand side of the cushion, top left-hand side of the table, and he's gone for it. Oh, and that's very unlucky. Just missed out. That was just needed a bit more pace, but did well to get where he did off that straight blue. But he had a slight angle to do that. He won't be able to pot this red now. 22 points on the table, and Anderson will be back very shortly, barring any kind of exuberant shot by Jasper Koosman. You could try a double, but no. Tried to safety shot, but hit the black. So hit it a bit too thick on that red. Red into the top left-hand cushion, not succeeded by Anderson. And that's the only red possibly on for Koosman, who is looking at it now and pots it. So another chance to add points to his score, which is at 23. Anderson yet to score in this frame. 7-3 in frames. Good position on that red to the left of the black. And can just roll the red in to the left-hand corner for the black into the centre. And that will give him an angle to move into. Oh, he's decided to move into the reds already, knowing that the black would be on. Very good shot. And now he could screw right back into the pack here if he wanted. He has done. Lovely shot, excellent shot. And he's got a red on to the top left. Now the black won't go into the bottom left-hand corner pocket as far as I can see. Well, possibly it does. If it does, then he'll follow through here. No, it doesn't, so he'll stay for the black into the top, same pocket. He's looking if the pink will go. It doesn't, so black it is. 35 points the difference. Plenty of reds on the table, but Jasper Koosman has the table and he's gone out of position there. So will he try a shot to nothing here? Try and cut the red into the bottom left and send the white down into the bulk area? No, it looks as though he's going to go round the table, but that red on the top left-hand cushion may be stopping him from doing that. He knows if he doesn't get behind any of the bulk colours, then he's going to leave it on. Well, it looks as though he tried to play a safety shot and try and nudge that red off the cushion and back into the central position, but there's a nice clever try, but it's not worked out. Chance here for Anderson now. The red right on the tight on the cushion, the top left-hand cushion is his goal. Well, that's the one I would go for. But it looks as though he's going for the one southeast of that red. Good shot. Good position on the black. Can screw back for that red on the top left-hand cushion. Or move into the pack. Yes, he was virtually guaranteed a red. The reds that were just waiting to the northwest of the cluster. Follows through for the black again. Slightly short in terms of the follow through, but shouldn't be a problem, and give him a natural angle to go for the two reds on the top left-hand cushion. No, he's decided to go for the red into the centre, the bottom centre, and stay on for the pink or black. This is a good response by Anderson. No change in his speed or his personality on the table. Still playing his normal game. Still pretty aggressive. Pink into the top centre has a red just above the pink that he's looking at. Pots it nicely, just moves another red into the open. Pink into the bottom right hand corner or the bottom centre. Depends which one he feels is best for the next shot. Bottom right hand corner it is, and it goes in nicely. Nice red to follow through for pink or black, and the red to spread nicely here. Great opportunity for Anderson. Pink would be my choice here, and to screw back for the two reds on the top left hand cushion, which I've been pushing him to go for since he started this break, and now he's not even going to go for it now. He's or is he? He's looking at it now. The angle for the red below the pink maybe is not as good as the one he's just gone for, and now he's got the pink here or the black. Can screw back here for red into the center pocket, bottom center. He's looking if that red will go. If it does, it's worth taking, but it doesn't, so we'll just stunt back for the pink here. And oh no, he's gone a bit to wayward, but it should be okay. He's played it in a way that holds on for this red just below the black. 53 points, 53 break, and 11 points in front, 12 points in front now, 35 on the table. As the pink top right hand corner pocket can follow through for the red on the top left hand cushion, and just bring the white back out for the black or pink, and needs a good angle so he can get onto that yellow. Still more points needed. Yellow or black is fine here. Just depends how he feels. 19 points the difference with this black. 26 points, so he just needs the yellow to leave Anderson needing snookers. But that won't be the end of the match. You'll probably need more. Good shot on the yellow and a great position. Well, I was going to say great position, just slightly went a little bit too far, but you've got to be careful here. As long as the green stays safe, he went for it, but as long as the green goes safe here, that was a good visit. Good 70 break by Anderson, and he has the advantage now. Koosman needs snookers. 7-3 in frames. Anderson looking to make it 7-4, and so far he's done quite well in order to achieve that. And Koosman plays a beautiful snooker. Lovely right hand side. And Anderson's got to be careful here. The frame is not won by a long shot, and he will know that. And there's a snooker that Koosman needed as the foul goes in. So the difference now is 24 points, 25 on the table. Koosman has the table though. If you can get this green in and screw back, no, he's decided to follow through. Getting position on the brown could have affected the shot on the green. Sends the brown down towards the black, hoping for a snooker, and I think he's got it. Might be able to clip it, Anderson. So half-board snooker, but Anderson can use the black here to keep the brown where the black is and send the white behind the blue. Good opportunity here for Anderson if he can get the length right. And he's just gone a bit too far, and Koosman now has the table, can use the black himself by putting the white on the black, keeping the white where the black is. But the problem would be to get the brown safe at an angle. It's a bit too straight to do that. So he sent the brown to the top left-hand cushion near the pink. Possibility here for Anderson to just touch the brown on the right-hand side and form a snooker behind the pink. Or he could send it. He's done it the other way, but it's still the same kind of shot. Easy to get out of, one would presume. It's just about keeping it safe for Koosman. He's deciding to go off the top cushion. The right cushion, sorry. It looks as though. He's just changed his mind. He's going back. He's worried about making it safe, keeping the brown safe and not leaving it on. Anyone who gets a chance now on any of these balls should be the victor. And he's left it on, so Anderson has it here. Great opportunity for Anderson. Just needs this brown, and then Koosman will at least need snookers. Can he get position on the blue, though? Position on the blue, and then the frame's over. And it is. Now, does the blue pass the black? He has a look. It looks as though he's going for it. This blue and frame to Anderson. There it goes. So Anderson takes the 11th frame and now 7-4. And he just plays the pink anywhere. As we move into the final frame of this session, as far as I'm aware, barring any further statements by any player to continue, this should be the final frame of this session. 7-4 it is for Koosman. Anderson has won the last two frames, so he's on a bit of a roll. But it was something that was needed in order to stay within this match. And was that a pot? No, that was just a safety. The red went back into the pack. So while Anderson will be pleased by the last two frames, it will be very important for him to get this final frame. It could be pivotal, going down 8-4 and just giving Koosman 2 frames for the next session. Would be a lot more worse than him needing 3. And Anderson just being 2 behind. Good shot by Anderson on the red, but starting a chance. First blood to Anderson in this 12th frame. Gets the yellow. Nothing on though here. He's got a difficult shot here to make this safe. He might screw back off this red and try and get it behind the blue. No, he's gone for the red. Great shot. And he's on the black. So Anderson flowing a bit now. Red, black goes in. Red into the top center here. Some beautiful shots in order to get this position by Anderson. Now, where's he going to go here? You're going to have to go into the back, possibly. Yes. And that's not bad. It definitely has one into the bottom center. He's looking at the one to the bottom left. Doesn't go, though. Or does it? He's having another look. That would be perfect. So he's on the black again. No, he doesn't go. So he's going to have to try and work away, possibly go into the bulk area as the yellow. Of course, he can play safe if he wants to, but I'm not sure if that's in Anderson's DNA. Good shot on the yellow. Wants a good position here. He didn't want that kiss on the black. End of break. I have to play safe here. And he just keeps the white on the left-hand cushion. Now, Koosman does have access or visibility of the red, the lowest red in that cluster for the centre, but it's a very risky shot coming off the cushion. And it looks as though he's going to try and get the white behind the black again. And that's not a great shot. Chance here for Anderson. So a combination of good potting and good safety play. Oh, and I spoke too soon. He hit that a bit too hard. And that could be an area or an example of Anderson's impatience or shot choice or getting a bit too over exuberant. And he's now given an opportunity for Koosman, and Koosman will know that if he can penalise Anderson from this, that will send out another message and put Anderson in his place. But we'll have to see what can Koosman do from this position. I was just about to say that Anderson's combination of good shots and that safety shot behind the black is a devastating combination, and if he can work at combining the two and get a good equilibrium, then he will be, I'm sure, be able to take his game to the next level. Granted, yes, Anderson has won multiple titles, but if he's looking to challenge Forsey and especially Koosman on a more regular basis, then perhaps just a more equal balance of the two, break building and safety, would do him no end of good. Koosman potting the black to take his point score to 13, has the red into the bottom left, but to the bottom right, sorry. Blue down to the bottom left-hand corner pocket. Looks the option, the obvious option. Red won't go into the bottom right, being blocked by the green, so you might have to follow through here for the red into the same pocket, but he's not got the pot. So Anderson back on the table. And maybe Koosman feeling a bit tired now, offering these remaining 4 frames after the agreed 8 frames they played before that. Anderson possibly could go on all night, would like to, but Koosman prefers a regulated set of sessions, I would presume, or kind of conclude or deduct based on experience. Good shot by Anderson on the red. Unfortunately, he's got no colour in terms of potting. Of course, he's got a possible double here on the pink. Will he go for it, though? It could be disastrous or very advantageous. And what a great shot. No position on the red, though, unfortunately, but just shows you Anderson's still open to play these cut. And here's another one into the... Yes, he's got it. Great shot again. Now, will he continue or play the snooker? 24 points to difference. Plays the snooker. perfect visit there by Anderson, managing to make something out of nothing there with that red into the top centre and a few exuberant shots, giving him the opportunity to put Koosman in a bit of a pickle. And Koosman needs to get this safe because those reds are nicely spread and ready to be eaten up, devoured by Anderson. He gets a good shot, and that's not too bad. The red that he's looking at won't go in. He can only do it from a plant, I think. Now, what would he do? Decision here. Could he could put Koosman back in, but that would be very dangerous. Oh, he's got it. It went through. Didn't look like it did, but it did. Good shot on the black. $32 points in front. Good shot again on the red. His pot success over the last few frames has increased. Get green into the bottom right. Now, difficult shot here. Long red. Needs to be careful here though. Great shot on the red again, and he's potting now. He's coming to the 4. Green in as well, and this is great stuff by Anderson. A great end to this session. Not over yet though. Doesn't want to make any mistakes. And doesn't get that red into the top left. Chance here for Koosman. The difference is 40 points, and there's 43 on the table. So Anderson has the advantage, but Koosman has the table. Has just about enough angle to bring that white back out towards the pink spot. The red into the top left. And as we come to the end of this session, the question is, will it be 8-4 or 7-5? Great session of snooker, but let's see what Koosman can do here. Whatever happens, I think Anderson will be pretty pleased by his snooker in the last few frames and showing that he can dictate when he wants to. And sure would have learned some valuable insights as Koosman plays a nice shot on the yellow. 22 points the difference, 25 on the table. No obvious hindrances in terms of balls. All balls are pretty on the mark, but missed there on the green. That was the only one that could possibly be a problem. It was a thin cut. Anderson has the table now. Just needs the green to leave Koosman needing snookers, and that's interesting. He decided not to play that green. I think Koosman will be happy about that. And a perfect chance to play shot to nothing there, Anderson. But he's just shows that he knows that this is an important frame to win. And now Koosman put him in a snooker. Oh, where's that green going? Oh, that nearly went in. He's got a snooker off that. That's a great shot. Whether he meant that or not, I'm not too sure. It'd be hard to agree that he meant that. But advantage to Anderson. And Koosman gets out, but where's that green going? Bit straight. He could try for the shot here. Or he could play a snooker. Just needs the green, so why not? And he's potted it. Snooker's needed by Kuzman, but it's not over yet. Just one snooker needed, so Anderson, if you can play a containing shot, send that brown down towards the black. He's gone for the pot, and he's got it. And he's won the match, barring any foul on here. So brilliant performance in the last 3 frames of this session by Anderson. Takes the frame, and now it's 7-5 at the end of that session, which I'm presuming will continue tomorrow or at least by Wednesday. But a fantastic session of snooker by both players, especially Kuzman, has to be said, has played some excellent snooker, got the high break of the tournament, 1-1-3, but Anderson has kept up with him, and now it's 7-5, so it's all to play for the next session. And hopefully we'll bring you that when it happens, some point tomorrow or Wednesday or sometime this week. But the headline is still a battle ahead as Kuzman leads 2 frames to Jamie Anderson. First to 10, 7-5 to Kuzman. Thank you for watching. That's the end of the broadcast for this evening. And we'll see you next time on OSC Snooker. Keep practicing, guys.